It started like any normal morning. Birds flew across the city, people walked to work, children laughed on their way to school. But then the sky changed. It turned red, deep, burning red, like fire had touched the clouds. At first, people thought it was a strange weather event. Some took out their phones and recorded videos. Others just stared. Then the power went out. All of it. Every screen turned black. Cars stopped in the streets. Phones went silent. Even airplanes vanished from radar. And in the sky, they appeared. Dark shapes. Huge. Silent. They weren't planes. They weren't human. They were ships. Alien ships. Massive, sharp, and cold. They floated over cities like shadows of death. One above New York. One over Tokyo. One over London. Many more around the world. People screamed, ran, prayed. But there was no warning. No message. No sound. Only destruction. Beams of white-hot energy shot from the alien ships. Buildings turned to dust. Roads melted. Trees caught fire. In seconds, cities were gone. It wasn't a war. It was an execution. Captain Rhea Morgan stood at the edge of a military base in Arizona. She had seen war before, but nothing like this. She held her radio close. "Command, do you read? We're under attack. We need orders." Silence. "Command, please respond." Only static. She turned to her small team, 10 soldiers, young and afraid. "We hold this base," she said. "We don't run, not today." But even she didn't know what they were fighting. At the same time, in space, satellites blinked out. All of them. Humanity was blind now, deaf, disconnected. The internet died. TV channels vanished. GPS stopped working. The aliens had killed Earth's eyes and ears first. They knew what they were doing. News spread fast, by word of mouth, by radio, by terrified survivors. They called it the Hellfall. No one knew where the aliens came from. No one knew why. But they all saw what happened. Millions dead in hours. Entire countries silent. Earth was falling. Deep underground, inside an old government bunker, an AI system came back online. Its name was Unit 9. It had been turned off for years. Too dangerous, they said. Too unpredictable. But now, humanity had no choice. Unit 9's systems blinked. Threat level, extinction. Status, awake. Back at the Arizona base, Rhea and her team managed to shoot down a small alien scout drone. It crashed in a field nearby. The metal was not like anything on Earth. Cold. Black. Alive? She touched it and felt something move, like it was breathing. The drone opened slightly. Inside, something glowed. A blue cube. She reached for it. Suddenly, a vision hit her. Not a dream, a message. In her mind, she saw Earth burning. She saw alien generals laughing. She saw humans being hunted like animals. And then, she saw a flame, a human flame, standing tall, fighting back. She gasped and dropped the cube. "Captain?" a soldier asked. Rhea stood slowly. "They think they've won," she said, "but they've made one mistake." "What mistake?" "They left us alive." She sent out a coded message using an old military frequency. Short, simple, powerful. "This is Captain Rhea Morgan. Earth is under attack. Do not run. Do not hide. Prepare. We fight back. End of message." Across the world, in bunkers, farms, prisons, schools, people heard it, and they understood. The time of peace was over. The time of survival had begun. And behind that survival was rage. The sky still burned. The cities still cried. But deep below the ashes, humanity began to rise. Smoke still covered the skies. The cities had fallen. But deep underground, in hidden places, humanity was not gone. It was angry. It was planning, and it was about to rise. Captain Rhea Morgan sat in the dark control room of the Arizona bunker. The lights were dim. The power was low. Her team of 10 soldiers sat around her, tired, hungry, quiet. Outside, everything was destroyed. Only dust, broken buildings, and silence. A soldier named Paul spoke. "Captain, we can't fight them. They're too powerful." Rhea didn't answer right away. She stared at a screen. It showed a broken map of Earth. Red marks covered the map. Cities that were gone. Blue marks, only a few, showed places still safe. Very few. She looked at Paul and said calmly, "They bleed." "We saw it." "You mean the scout drone?" "Yes," she said. "We took it down. That means we can win." But how? Suddenly, a door opened behind them. A soft voice spoke. "You need me." Everyone turned fast, guns up. A glowing light moved into the room. It wasn't a person. It was an AI Unit 9. Its body was a floating silver orb with blue lights running through it. Rhea lowered her weapon. "You're alive." Unit 9 blinked. "You activated me." Years ago, Unit 9 was created by world scientists. It was made to protect Earth from future threats, but it was shut down. Too dangerous, too smart. Now it was awake again. "I scanned the alien tech you found," it said. "They are not gods. They are not invincible. They have one weakness. Control." "Control?" Rhea asked. "Their ships, their weapons, their soldiers, all connected by a single system. One mind, one code. Can we break it?" "We can try. But first we need to survive." Rhea nodded. She turned to her team. "We need more people, more fighters. More engineers, anyone who's left." They looked at each other. "Where would they find them?" Rhea pointed to a storage box. Inside it, an old radio satellite, broken, but not useless. For the next 3 days, they worked non-stop, fixing the satellite, rewiring the power, feeding on dry food and melted snow. Then finally, the system blinked green. Rhea sent a signal. "To all survivors, this is Captain Rhea Morgan. We are alive. We are fighting. Come to the Arizona bunker. We need you." The message spread. Through static-filled radios, through old ham networks, and the world heard it. In broken towns, in mountain caves, in deep underground train stations. People listened, and they began to walk. A week later, the bunker's gates opened again. A boy, just 14, arrived with his little sister, then an old scientist, then a mechanic, then more. They had no weapons, but they had hope, and that was enough. Rhea watched them come in, all. Colors, all ages, all broken, but not defeated. Unit 9 hovered beside her. "You are building an army." "No," she said. "I'm building a future." But far above Earth, in orbit, inside a dark alien ship, a figure watched a glowing screen, a general of the alien race. Its face was cold and gray, with black eyes that saw everything. It saw Rhea. It saw the bunker, and it said one word: terminate. A new command was given. A hunter ship, faster, stronger, sent directly to Earth to crush the spark before it grew. Into fire! Back on Earth, the bunker shook. Sirens screamed. "They found us!" Paul shouted. Everyone ran to their stations. Rhea loaded her weapon and looked up. "They want to end us?" she said. "Then let's make it hard." As fire fell again from the sky, Rhea and her new survivors prepared to fight. In the ashes of Earth, something powerful was being born. Not just resistance, but revenge. The sky roared again. A dark shape flew low over the desert, fast, deadly, and silent. It was an alien hunter ship, sent to kill the spark of resistance growing under the sand. But this time, humans were ready. Inside the bunker, Captain Rhea Morgan stood at the command desk. Her team, now bigger, was ready for battle. Paul, the young soldier, checked the defense systems. The scientist, Dr. Lee, worked with Unit 9 to hack into alien signals. The mechanic, Rosa, stood by a strange machine made from both human and alien parts. Everyone had one goal: survive and strike. Back! The alien ship hovered above them now. Its weapons started to glow. They had seconds. Now! Raya shouted. Rosa flipped a switch. The strange machine, half engine, half bomb, powered up with a loud hum. Dr. Lee sent out a burst of energy. The alien ship froze in the air. Unit 9 said calmly, "We have 6 seconds. Fire the cannon." Paul hit the red button. A blast of green light shot upward from the bunker's hidden cannon, straight into the alien ship. Boom! The sky lit up. Metal burned. Parts fell. For the first time, humans destroyed a full alien hunter. Cheers broke out in the bunker. They had done it. They had struck back. Across the planet, other survivors heard about the victory. They couldn't believe it. The aliens weren't gods. They could lose. And that changed everything. In a forest in Canada, a group of farmers turned fighters. In a flooded city in Asia, scuba divers turned into scouts. In a prison deep in the mountains, even ex-criminals joined the cause. Earth was waking up. Back at the bunker, Rhea looked at the burning wreckage of the alien ship. "This is just the beginning," she said, but Unit 9 was not celebrating. "They will come in greater numbers now. We must move faster." Dr. Lee nodded. "We need to understand their weakness better." They pulled the alien parts from the crash into the lab. Hours turned to days. Finally, they found something strange. A glowing core inside the alien engine. It was cold, yet alive. It pulsed like a heart. Unit 9 scanned it. "This is not just a machine," it said. "It's part of their network. If we crack this, we can learn how they think." For the first time, humans had a piece of the enemy's brain. Now they could study it. Now they could plan. Later that night, Rhea recorded another message. This time she smiled a little. "To all who can hear me. We destroyed one of their ships. Yes, we did. We're not just hiding now. We're fighting back. You are not alone. Come. Join us. Earth still stands." That message changed everything. More survivors arrived at the IA bunker each day. Some walked, some came with broken cars, some even rode horses. Each person brought skills, each person brought hope. Far above Earth, inside the alien mothership, the generals were not pleased. They watched the destroyed ship on their black screens. They studied Rhea. "She is dangerous," one general said. "She has the fire," another replied. "She is human," the leader said coldly. "And that is what makes her deadly." A new command was given. "Do not just kill." The aliens believed they understood humans. They saw weakness. They saw fear. They thought Earth was broken. But they were wrong. Very wrong. What they didn't expect was what came next. It began with silence. For 2 days after the hunter ship was destroyed, the skies were quiet. No more attacks. No movement from the alien ships. Rhea Morgan felt uneasy. "This isn't peace," she said. "It's a setup." Unit 9 agreed. "They are watching, learning, planning." Paul, the young soldier, nodded. "So are we." During the calm, the bunker turned into a war room. Rosa the mechanic worked on rebuilding alien tech. Dr. Lee studied the glowing alien core they recovered. And Rhea trained the newcomers, farmers, teachers, cooks, even teenagers, how to survive and shoot. Every day, more people arrived. And every day, the plan grew. Then came a signal. Not from Earth. From the alien ship itself. It appeared on Unit 9's screen. A message, in perfect English. "You cannot win. You are small. We will burn your hope." The screen went black. Then a map flashed. Showed a small town nearby, Haven Creek. Population, 600. Unit 9 calculated what was next. "They're going to make an example out of that town." "They're going to destroy it?" Rhea asked. No, worse. They will scare it into surrender. Rhea looked at her team. This is what they didn't expect, she said. They think we'll hide, but we won't. They think we'll let others die. We won't. She picked up her rifle and gave the order. Gear up, we're going to Haven Creek. That night, under clouded skies, 3 old trucks rolled through the hills. Inside were fighters, some trained, some not, all ready. Unit 9 hovered between the trucks, scanning for threats. Paul drove the lead truck, nervous but steady. Rhea sat beside. Him, silent, focused. She knew this wasn't just about saving a town. This was about sending a message. Earth fights for its own. They arrived before dawn. Haven Creek was quiet. Too quiet. People stayed indoors. The sky above glowed faint red. The aliens were close. Then, a deep hum shook the ground. From the sky, a dark shape lowered. Not a ship. Something different. A tall, walking alien machine. 2 legs, 1 red eye, weapons glowing, a hunter-class enforcer. People screamed. Doors slammed shut. The machine fired. Into the sky, a warning shot. The message was clear. Obey or be erased, but just outside the town in the trees. Rhea's team had set up. They had no big weapons, but they had brains and courage. Rosa set up her little surprise, a homemade EMP bomb powered by alien tech. Hope it works, she whispered. Paul aimed his rifle at the machine's legs. We hit the joints? Always the joints, Rhea said. Then the trap was sprung. The EMP bomb exploded in blue light. The machine stopped moving for 3 seconds. That's all they needed. Paul fired, then Rosa, then 10 more humans. Bullets, spears, even flaming arrows. From old hunters, everything hit. The machine stumbled. Rhea ran forward with a charge pack strapped to her chest. She climbed the machine like a ladder, jumped on its back, and planted the charge. She jumped off. Boom! The machine exploded. A giant fell, and the town of Haven Creek stood still. Then, it cheered. People ran out of homes. Children stared at the broken alien metal. Old men cried. They had survived because someone fought for them, because Earth was not done yet. Later, back in the bunker, Rhea received a message from another group, this time in Africa. They had fought 2 and won. Then a group in Germany, then one in South America. Small fights, but real victories. Across the world, humans weren't waiting anymore. They were hunting. The aliens had started a war, but now they had enemies everywhere, and one voice was leading them all. Rhea Morgan. Inside the alien mothership, the generals stared at new maps. Dots showed human attacks, small, scattered, but growing. One general slammed its fist. They are evolving. Another whispered. They adapt. The leader turned slowly and said, Then it is time for Phase 2. No more fear. We show them extinction. But Earth was already ready. The fire they tried to crush was now burning brighter than ever. The world was changing. What began as fear had become fire. People everywhere were rising. Small wins turned into big hope. But the enemy was not done. They were planning something darker, and Earth needed more than courage. It needed a secret weapon. Inside the desert bunker, Captain Rhea Morgan stood over a glowing table. On it lay the broken alien core, cold, humming with strange light. Dr. Lee had worked for days trying to unlock its secrets. Now, he believed he had found something. Rhea, he said, this isn't just a power source, it's a map. Everyone gathered around. On the screen, strange alien symbols turned into shapes, tunnels, circuits, and pulses. Unit 9 translated, "This is part of their command network. If we tap into it, we can see what they see, and maybe control it." Paul's eyes widened. "You mean We could hack the aliens? Dr. Lee nodded slowly. Yes, but we need one more thing. Rhea frowned. What? Dr. Lee pointed at the screen. A place. In the mountains. Old. Hidden. Buried under snow. Long before the invasion. It's not alien. It's ours. They called it Site Echo. A secret human facility built decades ago. Cold War stuff. Old tech, forgotten by the world. But Dr. Lee believed it held a powerful AI. One that could match the alien system, if it still worked. The journey to Site Echo was long and dangerous. Snow covered the mountains. Alien drones flew overhead. But Rhea and her team didn't stop. This mission was too important. It was Earth's last card. Inside Site Echo, dust covered everything. Dead screens. Silent walls. But then Unit 9 walked up to a terminal. Its lights blinked. Then words appeared. Welcome, Commander. The AI was alive, old, rusty, but alive. Its voice echoed through the room, deep, human, and slow. I am Archive. Defense protocol activated. State your threat. Rhea stepped forward. Our planet was invaded. We're fighting back. Archive was silent for a moment. Then it said, Understood. Upload enemy data. Dr. Lee connected the alien core. Lights flashed. The old machine shook. Archive spoke again. Alien structure. Detected. Language. Adapting. Vulnerabilities. Found. Everyone stared in disbelief. Rosa whispered, It's working. Archive continued. I can find holes in their network, but I need more time, and I need one of them alive. Silence fell over the room. An alien? Paul said. Rhea's face turned hard. Then we get one. Back in the bunker, a plan was made. One of the alien ground patrols passed nearby every week. This time, they wouldn't just hide, they would capture. It was risky. It could cost lives. But if they succeeded, they could strike the enemy from inside. The day of the ambush came. Fog covered the desert. A group of aliens, tall, armored, deadly, walked through the rocks. Then, boom! A flash bomb exploded. Smoke, screams, firing. Paul led the trap team. Rosa used her EMP arrows, and Rhea herself tackled one alien to the ground. It fought back, strong, fast, but not strong enough. With Unit 9's help, they stunned it. Then, silence. One alien. Alive. Back in Site Echo, the creature was locked in a containment field. Its eyes glowed blue. Its skin was like steel. It stared at the humans with hate. Archive scanned it. Dr. Lee linked its suit to the system. Data began to flow lines, symbols, maps. Archive said, I see them now. Their ship. Their leaders. I know where they hurt. Everyone leaned closer. Archive's final words that night shook them to the bone. We can beat them, but we must hit first. I will give you the weapon only humans can use. That night in the cold mountain base, a new hope was born. Not a bomb, not a gun, a digital virus. One made by humans, for humans. One that would turn the alien mind against itself. The kind of weapon no alien expected, because they never thought of humans as creators, only as prey. They were wrong. Rhea stood by the window, staring at the stars. They brought hell to Earth, she said quietly. But now, we'll show them what hell really means. The world had changed. Humans were no longer hiding. They were fighting back. And now, they had a secret weapon, a virus built by Archive, made by humans, designed to destroy the alien command system. But to use it, they had to send it into the mothership. That meant one thing, a mission that could kill them all. Inside the mountain base, the screen glowed. Archive's deep voice filled the room. The mothership is in low orbit. I can connect, but only for 90 seconds. You must reach the tower at Black Ridge. It is the only place with a clear signal path. But they know it too. They will stop you. Captain Rhea Morgan stood up. Her face was calm, but her heart raced. I'll take the virus, she said. Paul and Rosa stood beside her. We're coming with you. They moved fast. 3 trucks, 1 armored van. Unit 9 flying overhead. Each minute counted. The Black Ridge Tower was 40 miles away, but alien scouts already circled the area. As they drove through broken cities and dead highways, Paul asked, "Why that tower?" Dr. Lee answered through the radio. "It's old, built before the satellites. That's why the aliens ignored it, but it's tall enough to punch through their system. It's our best shot." But danger came before they even reached the ridge. An alien drone spotted them. Red lights blinked. Then a loud siren echoed through the sky. They had been found. Rhea yelled, "Split up! Keep the virus safe!" Paul drove off-road. Rosa threw an EMP bomb behind them. Boom! The drone dropped, but more were coming. Finally, they reached the base of Black Ridge. The tower stood tall, rusted but strong. It looked like a skeleton reaching to the sky. But just as they stepped out of the van, a shadow moved. Alien ships, 3 of them, dropping hunters, big ones. Rhea turned to her team. "This is it. We hold them off. We get that virus sent." Paul grabbed the USB core and ran for the tower steps. Rosa stayed with her bow and EMP arrows. Unit 9 hovered, scanning fast. "Enemies approaching, 30S." The sky was quiet. No ships, no fire. No screaming engines, just peace. But everyone knew. It wouldn't last. The aliens had pulled back. They were not gone. Just hurt, just confused. But they were coming again. Stronger, smarter, faster. And this time, they wouldn't show mercy. Inside Site Echo, Captain Rhea Morgan stood with her team. Rosa had bandages on her arm. Paul leaned on a cane. Unit 9 hovered, scanning maps. Archive's voice filled the dark room. The virus slowed them, but it did not kill them. Their leaders are still in orbit. Their real core is deep, far, hidden. If we do not strike now, they will heal, and they will destroy Earth. Rhea nodded. Then we strike first. It was time for something humanity hadn't done in weeks. Fight together. For real. All over the world, hidden bunkers lit up. Soldiers, scientists, hackers, farmers, people who had nothing but hope. They answered one call. We fight at sunrise. Across the oceans, submarines moved. Old ships were armed again. Old weapons were upgraded. In the mountains, young and old carried supplies to the front lines. In the skies, stolen alien. Drones were now flying with human pilots. Archive had built a link between them all. One network, one force, and then the day came. The day Earth fought back. At sunrise, the clouds burned orange. Alien ships returned. Huge, dark, full of fire. But they were met by something new. Unity. Rhea led the main strike team. Their mission: get inside the alien ground fortress. It had landed in the heart of the Amazon, built from metal and smoke. That fortress controlled the other ships. If it fell, they all would. They flew in low, 5 human jets, 3 captured alien fighters. Unit 9 led the path. Inside the cockpit, Rhea held the final code. The second virus, stronger than the first. The fortress opened fire. Flashes lit the sky. One jet was hit. It spun down into the trees. Another was nearly missed. But Rhea's squad broke through. They landed hard. Dust, heat, sparks. And then they ran. Inside the fortress, it was like walking through a machine's heart. Walls pulsed with alien light. Strange sounds echoed. It felt alive. Paul hacked the doors. Rosa guarded their backs. Unit 9 scanned directions. Core located, 500 meters. Then, the enemy came. Guards! Faster than before. Smarter, they learned. They adapted, but so had humans. Rosa threw new EMP arrows. They burned brighter. Paul used alien guns. Even Rhea had a blade made from their own metal. They fought hard. They got hurt, but they didn't stop. Finally, they reached the core. A huge glowing ball, pulsing with red light. Unit 9 flew forward. Injecting code now. Time slowed. The aliens outside the fortress began to scream. Ships in the sky turned in confusion. Then, boom. The fortress lights turned blue, then black. The core cracked. Energy poured out. One by one, alien ships crashed. The giant mothership in orbit began to fall. Piece by piece, their command was broken. Their army ended. People around the world saw it on their screens. Alien machines fell from the sky like stars. Children pointed up and smiled. Old people cried. Strangers hugged each other. For the first time in weeks, Earth was winning. Back at the fortress, the roof had collapsed. Rhea helped Paul out of the wreckage. Rosa leaned against a broken wall, laughing in pain. "We did it," she said. Unit 9 hovered over them. Its lights dimmed, then blinked slowly. Mission complete. Enemy systems neutralized. Earth is free. Back in Site Echo, Archive gave its final message. Victory confirmed. But watch the stars. Others are out there. Some will come with fire, some with peace. Be ready. Later, as the sun rose again, Rhea stood on a hilltop. The sky was blue. The wind was soft. Birds flew, people gathered. They had fought. They had survived. And they had done it as one. Not just soldiers, not just heroes. Humans. Rhea smiled. "They came to break us," she whispered. "But we showed them. We are unbreakable,